Good afternoon, wonderful people of the internet. I'm Ogi F, this is Rage, that is Ralph, and we're on our way to the last ride of 2018. Welcome to the channel. Finally I got this up. Alright, just done with filling air over here at the petrol pump, which is in Goregaon. It's been a while since I've filled regular air in my tires, but there's no nitrogen available at the moment, so you have to make do with what you have. In case you're wondering what those little devices back here, I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but in case you're wondering what that is a pair of tire pressure monitoring systems, which TPMS I think is the abbreviation for it, which a subscriber of mine from Pune shared with me a few months ago. They've been working really well with my initial tests, and I'll share more detail about it when I'm actually done with my review. My partners in crime for today's ride are Reck.it.Ralph and Rahul, not from Ride with Fame. Our destination for today, we thought we'd keep it simple, so we're heading to Athithi or Ahura Hotel, one of the two, which is on the Charoti road. And we thought we'd leave a little early so that we can catch sunrise on the way as well. Alright, enough blabbering in the dark. Let's catch you guys when there's a bit more light, shall we? Ah yes, finally some sunlight. We've got Rahul over here on the Ninja 300 and Ralph up ahead on his RC390 called Scarlet, for those of you who are not familiar with her. We're doing speeds of about 70 to 80 kilometers an hour currently. There's a lot of traffic around us. We never expected so many people to be out this early in the morning on a Sunday, but hey, morning rides always surprise you. Considering this is the last vlog of 2018 and my last breakfast ride of 2018 as well, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for staying with the channel for so long and supporting it like you always do. I know my uploads have not been as frequent as some of the newer guys and some of the old timers as well, and maybe the numbers haven't been pulling you guys in, but hopefully the content is what gets you guys to watch my videos every week. A few friends of mine and I went to a stand-up comedy show yesterday. Daniel Fernandez, for those of you who are not familiar with him, I'll link his YouTube channel in the description of this video. The guy has traveled the world with his jokes and his sense of humor. People love that he's raw and says exactly what he feels at that point in time. And I guess different people will take different things away from a person who stands in front of an audience and speaks their heart out or tries to make them laugh. And for me personally, what I took away from it was being thankful for my 2018. Firstly, for being able to have a year filled with love and laughter with my family. Secondly, having a set of friends as close to me as I do. Honest and true friends, not fake friends who are just there for the clout. The guys who I ride with, well, maybe we haven't done a lot of rides together as a group, but these guys are currently the closest group of friends I have. And while we're all so different, we all work in different fields, we all come from different backgrounds, we all have different goals and ambitions. Our common interest for motorcycles and our understanding of how society works, I think, is what has kept us all together for so long and has kept us trouble-free in 2018. Touch wood, it stays the same in 2019. At the comedy club yesterday, Daniel spoke about a blueprint which we've all kind of been handed down for success, which we now define as success. And he spoke about how until he was 27 years old, he had no clue about what he was going to do with his life. And eventually, when he realized that he wanted to be a full-time stand-up comedian, is when he actually found his calling and actually started to enjoy his life. And he also shared insight about his personal life also, where he said that he went through therapy for mental illnesses, which he was, or I don't want to call it illnesses, but a mental condition which he was going through at the time. And he spoke about how comedy and him standing in front of an audience making them laugh was then eventually what turned into his therapy and kept him sane in the long run. And I could totally relate to that, because there was a time when, oh wow, this view is, ooh, now that's the kind of Sunday ride I'm talking about. And I could totally relate to that, because there was a time where I probably wasn't as social as I am today. And motor vlogging has given me so much over the last few years. It's hard to even put that down on paper if I wanted to. What I'd also like to pass on to you guys, because I know there's a lot of you who watch these videos and get inspired from it, from traveling and whatnot, and would like to experience some of the things we experience in these videos and travel to the places we travel to. Well, that's great, and I appreciate that you guys want to experience some of the things we experience in our videos and want to be like us to some extent. Please understand that social media is a very, very tricky game, and if you take what you should out of it, you'll end up sane, but if you don't, you'll probably end up depressed. And what I mean by that is, not everyone who portrays their life on social media to be great is actually doing great, or does have a great life, or is happy with their life. You'd see it time and time again, celebrities committing suicide, turning to drug abuse and whatnot because of their depression. It is a hard truth. Not everyone shares the reality out there of their lives. Unfortunately, I've seen a increase in the number of people that message me saying, you know, hey, I'm really feeling low about this or that. And while I'm flattered that you think that I have the maturity and the understanding to give you advice to help you through whatever you're going, I am concerned about your emotional well-being and your mental health, and I wouldn't want to be giving you advice which might not give you the results you expect. And I'd urge you to seek help from a professional instead. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you have a mental illness or an emotional problem which you're going through. Everyone goes through it. We've all been there. The first step is admitting it. The second step is getting some help. I know a few of my friends do go through therapy, and there's no shame in admitting that. In fact, it's a positive step. You understand that there's something wrong and you want to make things better. It's like sitting at home with a broken leg and saying you don't want to go to the doctor because you don't want society to know about it. It's not going to make your problem go away. It's not going to make you feel any better. So the bigger message in all of this is to take care of your mental health. Not compare yourself with others, because that's the worst thing you can do. Not because you feel depressed, but because you're not doing yourself justice by being who you truly are and exploring your true potential. And if that means disconnecting yourself from people who don't add value to your life, then so be it, whether it's on social media or otherwise. 2018 has been a good year for me, mainly because I made a few tough decisions and decided to part ways from people who I never really saw adding value to my life and whose moral compass didn't match mine. And yeah, let's just keep it at that. I don't want to take names. And finally, define your own success. Do not look at the success other people have gained, because not all of that is 100% true. Set your own targets, even if that means getting out of bed on a Monday morning. Set that target, achieve it, and then set the next goal after that. You'll be a lot more happier with your life knowing that you're achieving things you want to do versus looking at what other people are doing and trying to achieve that instead. It might not be what you want to do, even if you are able to achieve it. Be yourself, be true to yourself, and don't compromise for anyone. You are unique. Make 100% use of that. Alright, I hope I didn't scare you guys off with all of that information. Thank you again so much for watching the videos. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you did not, please share what you think about it. And even if you did like the video, please comment and let me know about it. It helps motivate me, it helps the channel grow as well through whatever weird numbers YouTube have going on. As always guys, at least wear your helmets while riding your motorcycles and ride safe. It's a freaking jungle out there. Goodbye.